tena mpenzi mtazamaji katika makala ya The Football Slip. Tuangalie matokeo ya last week. Bado Mrema mnacheka sana. Tuangalie results za last week Ay Robi. Brazil isn't results but this is the last week, right? Brazil lost against Shabana 1-0. Stars same margin they lost to Tusker. Bournemouth wakashindwa nyumbani kwani matokeo home teams zilikuwa zimepoteza zote except Dortmund who won against Freiburg, then AC Milan 0-0 against Juventus, Napoli against Roma, Sevilla against Rayo Vallecano, Atletico de Bilbao against Real Sociedad 1-0. So tuangalie results zangu. Hassan Juma, Dennis Otache, tutoke tena.
Otache is still in the 10.
Otache is still in the 10. So, anyway, this is 2.
I lost 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
So let's move on to the next person.
Karaoke.
No, I love how he's making it too fast.
Anyway, let's what's happening?
I have to manage time.
Wait. We've started from number 1.
Yes.
We started from come here. The results were supposed to be the other person is number 1, 2.
Yes.
So
7, 6.
Let's do this. So these are the results from last week. Of course, we've taken a look at the sleep. Hassan had 7. Karaoke had 6. Consistency is key. And then I had 5. Because remember last week I was not here on the show. So I was not feeling well. But I gave my best. I tried. But you see, that's also the reason nilikuja hapa. Nilikuja kusaidia wanyonge. Haya, wanyonge rudini kwenu. Dennis, can we come back to 5?
Karaoke 5.
And you know,
how do you get 5?
No, sure. Before you can move to the upper chini atukimbiangi sana. Before even he moves to the next thing. Ati alikuwa ameka aje? Hebu tuwekea Robi. Weka Robi. The prediction ya
hapa hakuna. So this
Robi pia na
Sedo lakini
but Juma, I think from what has been happening on this show, mostly when you go on the ground, it's always difficult for Robi. Because I remember the last time out in Eldoret.
Thank you.
Remember the last time in Eldoret? You remember?
Yeah.
What happened in Eldoret?
You remember even the last time I was in Kisumu. You remember when I was in Kisumu? The same thing. Look at the ground. Hapa inakuanga imenichanganya.
Robi had said at least 5 or 6 games because we were with Sedo hapa juu. At least 5 or 6 games over 1.5. And it's safe.
So
Robi alisema Sedo alisema atapata 8. The guy is number 3.
Gentlemen, let's not dwell on this. Let's before we even get into this week's sleep, the most shocking result from last week's sleep was Manchester City losing 4-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. Cedric Musumba, briefly, what did you make of that performance?
Those were surprise end of results. No one actually would really map that result to Manchester City that we have associated ourselves with. Guardiola actually said that it's the same squad that has been giving a trophy their fans, and the same squad that actually has been bagging in results. I do remember the same squad that played Real Madrid. I think it was in a UEFA Champions League, whereby everyone would touted Man City as the favorites to the Champions League winner, but it wasn't really stunning. So it is coming out like this player maybe it has come of age whereby they need to have a transition, and also the current dispensation is not necessarily favoring them. And also you understand some of this majority of these players actually their age of time. I think the
late above 30.
Yeah, I think it's high time Guardiola start actually stepping in and bringing in the young tax that he has been before. We remember him at Barcelona, at the Bayern Munich, and he tried trading very well with the kind of player that he can really manage. He's a disciplinarian, and young players actually thrives very most in kind of a disciplinarian kind of a tactician, whereby they see it to the result and to the core values of what the tactician giving them. This player maybe they are really ushering in themselves into the coaching kind of style, and they see Guardiola's appear. We have seen the Amiron, our coach, coming in at a very young age. I think maybe the like Kyle Walker, they might be thinking that, very soon I might be becoming your colleague. So I'm ushering the stage of coaching and now becoming big headache. That's why maybe it was so difficult for him to command a particular dressing room.
Mtu wa Murima, Tottenham has always had that tag of being the heel to Man City's run. We saw it.
We saw it.
And remember, this is the second time they're beating them this season. They beat them in the cup, and again they've beaten them.
And you'll see that when they're playing Man City, they avoid having the high line most of the time, Tottenham. And you know, City, yes, they've been winning different tournaments or even trophies, but they are not very good with defense because they don't concentrate much with the defense like they concentrate with attacking. And I think that's where Tottenham's Hotspur outshined the Pep Guardiola's boys because you could tell that they were not very keen with the high line that they are very used to.
But the principle of defending has always been attacking more. So if you're playing possession soccer,
exactly,
that's why they attack more.
So that's what I was saying. Poste actually realized this and decided not to play the high line that we are used to with Tottenham. So they were just looking at opportunities to score goals, to try and ensure that they play long balls to their strikers, Akina Son and the rest, try to get a goal. And it happened, the first and the second goal. That's what happened.
Shabana, back-to-back wins, 3 on the road.
But Shabana, Muranga right now, we can consider them maybe as Shabana's wives in quotes because, you know, it has been a tall order for Muranga to beat Shabana. I think I remember last season also when they...
Second last game of the season.
Second last game of the... And also the opening game of the season, if I'm not wrong. Actually, Shabana beat Muranga. So that has been a routine win for Shabana. And I'm happy now maybe things are trying to turn around for Shabana. Bearing in mind that now they have won, I think, 3 games in a row. That's really motivating. And it is a moment whereby they're also trying to put pressure on their rivals. And maybe in the next few days or so, maybe Shabana might have sacked somebody somewhere. So it's a good motivation for the Torre Bobe fans and the players.
Hassan.
I'm looking at...
Twende tu. Wachana na Dortmund, walishinda 4-0. Ungesema AC Milan tungeenda hapo. Twende hii wiki uko huko.
Dortmund because nimekuwa kwa uwanja wa Signal Iduna Park.
Nilijua hapo ndio nataka.
Enyewe kuperform vibani mbaya.
Ukae ukiwa
hitting me bana. Na nilipata fine.
Ukae careful.
Ukae baadaye sent a message. Ukanye bado ni goat. Wa bet slip, it's only that alikuwa mgonjwa.
Nani wewe?
Yes. But also, Stephen Mkangai is not here with us today because alienda maji makuu. It's called what? Maji something about cocktail something. So next week when he's back, he'll explain to us.
Yes, I think he has gone back to Equatorial Guinea.
All the way from Equatorial Guinea.
But you know that guy was
Today is in Majima.
That guy is always on the road.
What is he chasing?
Sedo, you know that guy was cleared.
Yeah.
So
Egonga.
Really?
Okay.
Egonga
Gentlemen, tumeingiaje kwa Egonga?
No, but Mkanga had gone to there for
Okay, so this week's slip, right? FC Talanta against Posta Rangers, Nairobi City Stars, at home against Bandari, Mara Sugar against Gor Mahia, Wolves against FC Bournemouth, Chelsea at home against Aston Villa, RB Leipzig against Wolfsburg, Borussia Dortmund, my team, against Bayern Munich. It's a good match. Fiorentina against Inter in Serie A, Roma against Atalanta, then Real Sociedad against Real Betis in La Liga in Spain. Tuangalie slip yangu.
First, has it been cleared?
Who?
Your sleep.
No, my slip has been cleared.
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 Yeah.
Can't resema.
declined.
You said that guy has been cleared, so I'm asking. Has he been cleared?
This is my slip, right? Under FC Talanta, Posta Rangers under 3.5, Nairobi City Stars 1-2, Mara Sugar, Gor Mahia, draw of Gor Mahia, Wolves, Bournemouth of 1.5, Chelsea, Aston Villa. I'm seeing so many goals over here. Actually, from here to here, I'm seeing so many goals over 1.5. Then Fiorentina is Roma, Real Sociedad against X2. Then transition against Real Betis, 1 or 2.
Shtemi, please briefly run through that.
Makes sense out of my sleep. Does it make sense?
I think Juma.
Inakaa tu.
Koda.
Costa Rangers na inakaa tu.
I don't want to talk to a loser, but I'm trying to 5. Why am I even engaging him? Why is he even talking to us?
Cumulatively,
He is sleeping. Bro. You know?
I think, Juma, the beauty and the joy of winning, you are now feeling it. And, it's always difficult to remain at the top.
Yeah, suffered
and,
for
it's always difficult. And I feel maybe based on what you have predicted for this episode, the difficult game there definitely is going to be that Mara Sugar against Gor Mahia. That's one of the toughest matches I see. And then local game, that's FC Talanta against Posta Rangers. Remember, Posta managed to get their first win of the season against Bidco in the midweek, and they want again to win. And Talanta, they want also to extend their winning streak after also managing to bounce back. So there.
I'm looking at 3 goals.
Shtemi. What Hassan is saying, he didn't expect you to criticize his sleep like that.
I haven't. I'm just trying to break it down for him. But based on the goals under 3.5.
Hassan, you don't need to come here. You have your screen there.
No, I'm wondering, like, I'm looking at 3 goals.
Something is itching him.
3 goals. Like, FC Talanta could win 3-0, or it could be 2-1.
Or eventually, the game could have
It can be drawn.
end 2-2.
Or how about draw? 0-0.
Or 4-4. You never know.
2-2, you're out.
Yeah.
Well,
It's FKPL. We don't score so many goals.
And where match fixing actually is coming up.
and that's where goals
Where
can come in.
the results you cannot really necessarily predict basing on how it has been, because that game
So
can
Dr.
actually
Tagapi, Shtemi,
Yeah, based on this, you can maintain. You got 7? Yeah, you can maintain 7.
He can maintain the lead.
7.
the lead.
Mr. Consistency. Mr. Consistency.
Let's get this one, before you leave,
No. Kariuki, you are asleep. Give us your sleep.
No, I'm saying my sleep, Hii ndio kitu ya kutafuta pesa. Hii vitu vingine umeona jamaa ameweka over 1.5.
Kwenda uko hapo tuwekea ma X.
No.
Jambo problem with X.
The last time mtu aliweka 0.5 alipata 5. But what do you think, Sedo, about my sleep, Sedo?
No,
See,
you are coming up very fast, and I see the urge of you coming actually on top. Now that you are closer to the top by the virtue of...
But he's always consistent.
Consistent. And he has actually staged a coup, which and again has made you to go to the bottom. Now he's closer to the top.
You have to give boys some motivation.
That actually is the morale that he's really presenting right now. And you see even him, he has really flexed himself by becoming the 0.15 that he has been castigating on this particular show. Remember him coming across and actually pulling Robbie down for the essence of Robbie.
He has learned from the best, the master himself.
They're just 2 games.
Just as you said, the topmost value is always coveted. And him seeing Hassan actually coming from the bottom and going on the top is now really tormenting him. He might be working hard.
Now they are challenging each other.
Next to each other.
But when they compete amongst themselves, there's a possibility now Robbie will pass through them.
but before we do that, Sedo, there is this game, Mara Sugar versus Gor Mahia. I think Hassan had said X2. I've decided to go with Mara Sugar. They have been winning.
There are things that are happening between the team that you have mentioned. If you go by what has been their soccer avenue, Gor is actually not quite happy with what has happened to their coaching, let's say,
The technical bench.
the bench. You have seen them actually dropping their coach. Ezekiel is actually trying to come up as an interim kind of coach. You go to the side of Mara Sugar. I've seen what Amban actually is really throwing all over the social media and what is happening with them. So these two teams actually might not really represent the result that you might associate them with the back results currently when they are going to meet each other. Those values can really play against each other.
How many? Next week, number 1? 8 out of 10?
No, you've never won one.
No, he's so determined. Unless him actually give them a chance. Yeah, he can as well as go on top, going by the result of
because we are almost running out of time. Hassan, we are almost running out of time. This is FC Talanta versus Posters because Talanta always scores. Nairobi City Stars Bandari under 3.5. Mara Sugar Gor Mahia. This is Gor or a draw. And then you have Wolves or Bournemouth over 1.5.
the way.
Over 1.5. So that is my slip. So
What is this?
that is what
What
I'm
are we doing
saying.
here?
So, gentlemen,
The king is going back to his
gentlemen,
throne, so-
gentlemen, we are almost running out of time. So, Dennis, let's get to the biggest game of the weekend. Let's begin with Liverpool at home taking on Manchester City. That is the game everybody is looking forward to this weekend. Dennis, let's go there. That is the game everybody is looking forward to. And Cedric, everybody will be looking forward to Pep Guardiola to see how he will bounce back to make sure that he gets something in this game. What do you think he's going to do?
It's quite difficult that actually Ancelotti inherited a very good team and is coming out actually to play. At the beginning, Liverpool team actually was not given a chance, but they have actually come out to tell a story that everyone is now running away with. And it's too early, quite early actually, to start maybe mapping them to the glorious kind of at the end of the league. But the kind of the result they are presenting currently is working for them. And actually, necessarily, I might also say, this is a team that started the league when most of their players were almost coming out of injury. And they were lucky enough that going by the 3, 4, 5 matches into the league, most of their players has come off today, and it has been so hard for them actually to pick an injury, and it's working for them. In the side of Guardiola's, just we have said some few minutes ago, it's an aging team that has really not really put together their dressing room. And you see a team that has been associated for so long with a win, when it started now picking losses, it works against them. And they have never actually registered a loss in a 4-match streak. That still is really working. They will be working hard to come back, but coming back against which team? Hardest team of the league, which is actually present a very hardest team.
Yes, Liverpool has conceded only 8 goals this season. Rogers Shtemi, all eyes will be on this man. He started the
battered, and they need to bounce back very quickly for them to show their title credential. But now they're going at a difficult place, that is Anfield, a very intimidating venue. No player wants to go and play at Anfield because of the intimidation that they come from the fans and also the Liverpool team that's riding high. So he needs to lead by example, score those goals, and maybe pray hard that in need they're not maybe caught out on the counters, because this Liverpool team will capitalize on those pacey moments whereby maybe find the Manchester City defense is edging out, and you see the likes of Walker is not that pacey, the person we used to see, and that's why maybe in the next few years or so he can be joining karaoke in the Sunday League matches, because that's the moment maybe he can try and refocus his career. But when maybe Haaland tried to score those goals, it will be difficult for them to contain. Of course he'll score, but it will be difficult for them to contain.
So Robbie, I think for me, the way I'm putting my money on first Liverpool, first they're at home, right? First, secondly, the way Ancelotti has managed Mo Salah. You know,
that is actually where I was ahead.
Yeah. Why? Because of course,
contractual
obligation and all that. The way he's managed that is key. Because first, he's still firing, you know, left, right, and center. I'm talking about Mo Salah. Even as we're talking about his contractual issues, you know. So the way he's managed that is key for this match. Liverpool against Man City. I'm putting my money in Liverpool, by the way.
But also, Cedric, just briefly, do you feel like Liverpool's win against Real Madrid, which has been a bogey team for them in the Champions League for a very long time, will give them more motivation to want to win against Manchester City?
They were actually the best team in that match. Liverpool, you could see very good transitions with Real Madrid.
But do you feel that is a better motivation for them to win?
Yes, that will be definitely. This was Champions League, and if they can beat the reigning
best team in the
Champions League, then why will they not try to beat the EPL winners, the defending champions at home? And you know Anfield, how it goes. So yes, he's saying Anfield is the place that match is seen and done. You remember Manchester United 7-0. So don't be surprised, Man City being thrashed 7, not 7, but at least 5.
I almost told you to wake up.
You know, Robinson, in
Yes,
regards to
briefly.
what will happen at Anfield. Definitely right now, Man City, Liverpool know that they have a bigger chance to open that lead. And going into that match, Arsenal, Chelsea will have already played. So it's a moment for them to maintain that 8-point lead. So they have to win.
Yes, and the other big match, of course, for this weekend is the Klassiker. Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park, Hassan's favorite stadium, taking on Bayern Munich. Very, very interesting fixture. Cedric, prediction, who's winning this?
Predict.
It's a draw. Tell me, who's winning this?
How is it a draw?
Bayern winning.
It's Bayern, if not a draw.
Bayern. Yes, sir. Dennis, let's go back to Liverpool and Man City. Liverpool, Man City. Sedo, who's winning this?
Quite tough. Liverpool.
Eshtemi?
Why are you losing your voice?
Liverpool.
I'm giving Liverpool.
Liverpool. Okay, so
I want Liverpool to win.
You want Liverpool to
Yes.
win?
That's very surprising.
Robbie,
from a Manchester
Surprisingly, what
United
you want
fan.
is not what you get.
I know.
You've always wanted to get 10, but you
But he has
never got
become
it.
Robbie,
So-
sorry. So, Robbie, even before you go to the fixtures, Van Nistelrooy has been named Leicester City manager, right?
Who?
Official.
Ruud
Ruud Van Nistelrooy is now official.
It's official.
It's now official. Ruud Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United
After
legend.
beating Leicester, he's been named.
Thank
Yes, Lampard, of course, is gone to Coventry. That is
Coventry, yeah,
his level. So let's quickly run through the fixtures that we have this weekend. We begin with the Football Kenya Federation Premier League. FC Talanta will be at home taking on Posta Rangers. Nairobi City Stars face Bandari. Mara Sugar take on Gor Mahia. KCB will be at home facing Bidco. Kariobangi Sharks face Sofapaka. FC Leopards take on Kenya Police, and Kakamega Homeboys will be facing Shabana Muranga. Seal at St. Sebastian Park take on Tusker as Ulinzi Stars host Mathare. That is the FKF Premier League fixtures that we have for this weekend. Let's move there. From there, let's get into the English Premier League. We have a number of matches, and in a bit, of course, Brighton will be in action. But Brentford tomorrow take on Leicester. Palace face Newcastle. Forest take on Ipswich. Wolves face Bournemouth. West Ham take on Arsenal. Chelsea face Aston Villa. And then on Sunday, it's Manchester United taking on Everton. Spurs face Fulham. And Liverpool will be in action against Manchester City. From the Premier League, we move on to the Bundesliga, or La Liga. Let's move to La Liga. Barcelona take on Las Palmas. Alaves at home facing Leganés. Espanyol take on Celta Vigo. Valladolid in action against Atletico. Villarreal take on Girona. Real Madrid against Getafe. Rayo will be facing Bilbao, and Real Sociedad take on Betis. Sevilla take on Osasuna. From La Liga, let's move to the Bundesliga. Augsburg face Bochum. Freiburg take Gladbach. Leipzig will be in action against Wolfsburg. Union Berlin face Leverkusen. Werder Bremen take on Stuttgart. Dortmund face Bayern. Mainz battle Hoffenheim, and Heidenheim take on Frankfurt. And finally, it's all about the Serie A. We have a couple of matches there. And Como face Monza, AS Milan, Empoli, Bologna, Venezia. Udinese in action against Genoa. Parma face Lazio, Torino, Napoli. Fiorentina take on Inter. Lecce face Juventus, and Roma versus Atalanta. One to watch out for. Cedric Musumba, as we wrap up, which game are you looking forward to this? Aside from Liverpool versus Man City?
FC Leopard versus Police.
FC Leopards versus Police will be interesting. Eshtemi?
I think that's the interesting match. Remember, Police have gotten a new coach, the Brilliant Etienne, and then FC have reportedly parted with some of their technical bench members, though not yet confirmed. So it's going to be an interesting game.
Kaka na wewe?
Mbona umechange sauti hapo?
Akifika kwangu anabadilisha, lakini it is okay. Bayern facing Dortmund, and definitely as we wrap up, of course tomorrow EPL on Radio Maisha.
Okay.
From 3 p.m. we'll be having the first game at 6 p.m. with the Stephen Mukangai, Walter Kinjo, and Shafi there. Igonga, Stephen Mukangai with Shafi Zele and also Walter Kinjo, and definitely next time nafikiria Hassan watu warudi kwa Kiingereza. Tumeongea Kiingereza sana leo mpaka ulimi imechoka
hapa.
But you have forgotten you have the ukulima on the as well.
You can now ask Hassan something.
Raha iliyoje mpenzi mtazamaji. Weekendi tuna mengi tu, au sio? Katika michezo, gazeti lako la Standard, Radio Maisha, radio zaidi ya radio.
Tuko mbele pamoja.
Tuko mbele pamoja. Spice pia.
Na Berur.
Na Berur.
Na Caleb Kibet.
Imiano.
Hiyo.
Mimi ni wako Hassan Juma kwa niaba ya wote waliofanikisha makala haya The Football Slip. Kwaheri kwa sasa. Tufanye vivi hivi wiki ijayo. Kwaheri.
Mbona unapiga spell vile?